Baumann from onlineforexanalysis.com. Just doing an update for February the 16th, 2012. What we'll be going through is the Euro, the Australian, the Swiss franc, and see where we are. So here's the Australian. Now, by looking at the monthly here, this is the monthly graph of the Australian US dollar. Now we have broken here significant upwards channel here, and the target is giving us on a monthly at the 82 mark. Okay, but nevertheless we still have to consider that this could still move up to the 114, or at least a double top here to the 110 mark before then coming down. Now this is clarified if I go to the weekly Australian US, is that this has broken up from the bottom to the top to the break here. It's broken a downwards trend, and therefore the next point of resistance is at the 110 mark. Okay, now if it breaks that, it's highly unlikely, but if it does, we're talking 114. Okay, but highly unlikely. So the next target will be sort of the 110 mark on the Australian. Now with the daily, not really getting much action here. It's sort of telling me that, okay, it has broken this upwards trend here, coming down to the 103 mark. But in a way of looking at the three graphs interconnected, I would expect that we would have some sort of more upside before the downside starts to kick in. Now going to the downside, let's talk about the Euro, which is pretty much where all this downside is to come. Now this is the monthly Euro. Now what we see here is a monthly bear flag. Now the monthly overrides the weekly, overrides the daily. So whatever is on the monthly is more important than the weekly and the daily. So on the monthly here, we've got this bear flag in formation, and it hasn't broken yet. So what we might see next month, considering all the Greek troubles and everything that's going on, is that if that breaks in March, we could see this Euro plummet down to the 118 mark, which would retrospectively mean that all other currencies would follow suit, and then consistent with the Australian monthly target there too. So that there is still in the pipeline. It hasn't actually broken yet. It is just forming, so expect something to happen in March. When we go to the weekly, look, it hit the weekly bear flag there. Target's just retracing up now. You could get a little bit more upside. It's definitely coinciding in between these two, in between these downwards channel. So no real action on the weekly there to be discussed about. On the daily, well, look, at the end of the day we did have a bull flag there, but it didn't really pass much of the confirmation line. We had a break, didn't really pass the confirmation line, so it's not really telling us it's going up. I wouldn't be trading that on a daily basis. So basically that's the Euro. And let's go to the Swiss, one of the most reserve currencies of all reserve except for the US dollar. Now we did hit our roughly our 96 mark on the monthly, and now we're retreating. Okay, so we're retreating, and we're getting stronger again against the US. Now we've got like a miniature bear flag happening, and the target just on this one case down here is lower, so we're getting a lower target here to 86, and then also this bear flag breaks about the same, so 86 mark, 87 mark. So that just wraps up, the Euro, Australian and Swiss for you. If there's any questions, please don't hesitate to email me. This is Jay Baumann from onlineforexanalysis.com. Keep in touch, and talk to you soon. Goodbye.